Have you ever been depressed? Have you ever felt like life isn't worth living and you wanted to quit? Have you ever been so down and out and felt like you had no friends? If you have, then this video is for you. I want to tell you a little story. Earlier this year, I went through some really hard struggles, some of the hardest times of my life, and they were really tough. It was really hard. One day, I was sitting in this chair, and my heart was just crying out to God, and I was saying, Lord, I feel so empty. I feel like an empty shell. Those were my exact words. I feel so empty, like an empty shell. And all of a sudden, the voice of God came right into here, and He said, now that you're empty, would you let me, meaning God, fill you? Up until that point, I had been fighting some depression and some anxiety and different things because things didn't seem to be going my way. And it was a hard time in my life. Very hard time, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, very hard time. I was feeling depressed. I was actively fighting depression. At that time, I had had some suicidal thoughts. It was really hard. But when God spoke that to my heart, it so struck me that He would fill me when I'm empty. I got up from here. I went and just got down on my bed and I just cried out to Him. I said, okay, what does that even look like? What does that even mean? And then he showed me a picture of a crown. He said, what is a crown? And I said, it's an empty shell. Then He said, would you let me wear you as my crown? I wept that day before God because He wanted to wear me as His crown because I had become empty. Completely empty of myself, completely empty of any effort on my part to be anything, to do anything worthwhile, to be someone in this world. Completely empty. And that day, He began to fill me. He began to fill this empty shell. He began to show me things and take me places I've never been before spiritually. And I can tell you, from that day on, I have not been depressed. From that day on, I have not had depression. I have not had suicidal thoughts. My life became a lot easier from that day on because I chose to stay empty of myself and allow Him to fill me. And this past Sunday in church, I was reminded of that. And I felt like there were people in the church that felt empty. And I wanted to hold them and just tell them, God will fill you if you're empty. Just surrender to Him. Let Him fill your empty shell, and He'll wear you as a crown. Your life can become a crown for His glory. So if you feel empty, if you feel depressed, if you feel like life is going wrong, empty yourself before the Lord and allow Him to come in and fill you. Just say, Jesus, come fill me. Fill my heart and wear me as your crown. Let my life be an example to the people around you. Fill my heart with your love. I give myself completely to you. Just tell Him that. I want to bless you. And if you will allow Him to fill you, if you will empty yourself of everything that you are and allow Him to fill you with everything that He is, He'll wear you as a crown and you can begin to live for the purpose that He put you here for. So from now on, let Him fill you and go live for that purpose. He's a great Father. He's a great comforter. Give your life to Him. If you're feeling empty, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling lonely, allow Him to fill you. Give Him everything. God bless you.